Hey everyone, my name is Vanessa. Welcome to my channel. I'm a Christian woman. Did I say this is the day that the Lord has made? I'm a Christian woman doing my best to put God first and follow Jesus Christ, who is the truth and the way to everlasting life. And it's Friday. I was trying to get you guys to prop up higher, but this is the best it's gonna be. Hey Draco, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna wash dishes while I chat because this got to get done. How are you doing, Draco? It has been a while. Where you been? Robert, hello. Oh, I was gonna try to let's see. I was going to have my candle ready to go in the background. This is a pumpkin. What is it? Oh, I can't even read it. It's a pumpkin scent flavor. Smell. I'm doing good. You're Saint Tropez? Okay. I got me a canning jar because I want to start fermenting my own food. So I'm learning about that, but I haven't quite started. Yeah, so I'm emptying my dishwasher and putting pumpkin spice, something like that, yeah. It's very sweet. That candle was very sweet. And it's actually too sweet for me, but I'm not throwing it away, y'all. Okay, these are all clean, and now I'll put them away in a little bit. Happy Friday, y'all. First, we must clean before we have fun. So I gotta get these dishes washed. And I hand wash. Yeah, so it is Friday. I did work. It's the rest of the time. You know, my weekend just started. But I want to wash these dishes before I do anything else. And chat with y'all while I do this. Psalm 118, this is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. Hey, Teresa. Yeah. Why not have company while I wash my dishes? I already threw out the trash. I was catching up on the news, but nothing was really interesting. So I decided, let's wash dishes. Thankfully, I don't have much to wash because I was cleaning throughout the week. How are you guys doing? Anything fun happening for you on this Friday? Anything at all? Psalm 119:33. Order my steps in your word, and let not iniquity have dominion over me. Yep. YouTube, hello. I'm glad you're enjoying the day, Robert. Yeah, the weather is not too bad. I stepped out for a little bit. No, actually, when I was at work, it was hot. It was hot because I was walking all around, outside, up and down stairs. I'm so glad my work day is done. Did everything I had to do. And now let's have fun. Fun. I have my shoes on though, but yeah, I can kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Pankaj wants to know what my favorite color is. Well, I'm a girl. I'm a traditional girl, so my favorite color is pink. Oh. What is everybody doing? Happy Friday. Do you have any plans? I'm still leaving comments. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching my videos, Robert. I do appreciate that. I do see your comments, and sometimes I might respond back or just give you a thumbs up. Pankaj, where are you from? Robert does not have any plans. I don't know if I have plans, y'all. I really want to go watch a movie. It's been a long time since I've been to the movie theater. I'm going even if I go by myself. Are y'all at work or y'all at home? 1 for work, 2 for home. Do a 1 for work, 2 for home. Oh, that cleaned up real nice. Yeah, doing dishes is fun when I go live. And it doesn't feel like such a task. Because look, I just have one more thing to wash and I'm done. Done. Hello, Juanita. My name is Vanessa. And welcome to my live stream where I'm washing my dishes on this beautiful Friday. Oh, wait a minute. I have straw to wash. That's it, y'all. Then there's... I'm done. Isn't that lovely? I'm done. Robert likes my Bible time. Yes. Amen. Making time for God, for the Bible is so important. Well, it is to me. Oh, you know what? I wanted to go to Dollar Tree and see if they had those garbage disposal cleaning packets where I'm at. Hawkman, it's been a while. Hello. What's happening, Hawkman? Alright, no more dishes. They're all clean. Where's my water bottle? I took it to my room. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip you around. There. Oh, my tripod is falling apart. Oh dear. Why did it just all mess up on me? Okay, at least it's straight now, and I'm gonna have to hold it in place. Yes, I'm a Christian woman, and that's the basis of my channel. Hey, Big Dawn. Now, Hawkman is in Europe, drinking a cold beer after a long week. Well, interesting, Hawkman. Okay, Hawkman, I was thinking about you on Friday. My child had these pants that were shorts that were a little too big. I don't know why he did not wear a belt. And he was jumping up and down in front of the whole stadium because it was a football game. He was on the sideline for the team. And I'm like, oh no, don't have a Hawkman moment. Robert is drinking water. So am I, in my pumpkin cup. You won't tell me, okay. But my son was holding his pants. He's like, he knew. Because he was jumping up and down, excited every time the team would have a touchdown. But he was sure to hold on to his pants. So there was no incident. Robert, Did you? Yeah, you did watch my short where it said, I like them big. I like the chunky. Something like that. Yeah, I believe it was from a Madagascar little video clip. Leyasu, what makes you think I'm black? Like, what characteristic? I'm just curious. I've never been told that I look half black, so I'm just curious. Okay, can I tell you guys a story? Let me tell you a story. I do have a cousin who I would say she's 100% Mexican American. You know, born here, but Mexican roots, Mexican blood. She's actually lighter complected, much lighter complected than me. I highly doubt she's watching or anybody in my family is watching this video. She had a child with a black man. Okay. She was visiting my aunt, and then another cousin, which would be her uncle, walked in, and he's like, whose black kid is that? Because her daughter is as black as can be, and she's light complected. I just think it was funny. Yep, Hogman. Yo soy Latina. Leosu says my skin is like black, and I look kind of mixed in the face. I mean, my hair is black, my shirt is black. Do y'all think I'm slightly black? Omar Zaman, welcome. Come on now, related to Michael Jackson. What you talking about, Willis? PGZ is both spiritually and physically. What? PGZ, you are weirdo. I was trying to find something that rhymed, but I can't think of one. Hawkman, are you married to a Mexicana, Latina? Big Don says not at all. Yeah. I've never thought I have any characteristics of black folks either. Robert likes Michael J. Fox, The Secret of My Success. I haven't watched that, but I do like Back to the Future. That's what I think of when I think about Michael J. Fox. And didn't he have a movie called Teen Wolf? Those are the two I'm remembering. Let me see if I can move you guys back without messing up my tripod. I really do need to invest in a new one. Yeah, it's starting to tilt. Okay, Robert remembers Teen Wolf. Hawkman says Mexican Americans are the happiest people on the planet. All they need is family, a few friends, Corona, lawn chairs, and they got a party. Well, no, I don't need no beer or alcohol. But it is fun with friends and family. You forgot the music. The musica. Barbecue, some salsa music. Well, I'm not really into salsa music myself, but more into cumbias. I don't even know what they're called, like what style I like. Mariachi. Omar says my boss was from Guatemala. He got very mad when I asked him if he was from Mexico. Robert says the scene from The Secret of My Success movie is when Bradley was doing what? What are you talking about, Robert? We're gonna remove that comment from here. I don't even know I don't know the genres of music. I guess ranchera. It's old school. When I hear music, I'm like, I like it, but I don't know exactly the genre specifically. Big Don, are you a black guy? I kind of don't want to answer that. Robert says, Vanessa, you want to remove my comment. I did. Yeah, I don't know what you were trying to say in that last one. It just didn't seem appropriate, Robert. So I removed it. I've already answered the question, Big Don. Yeah. Okay. Robert also removed it. Thank you, Robert. Hawkman said someone tried to tell me the other day that it was offensive to call a friend of mine who was born in Mexico and living in Mexico City a Mexican. Yeah, I don't know who said that. Were they not Mexican? Oh, Lord. What is this world coming to? Big Don, you never talk. I'm very surprised. He usually just say hello. Robert says you're welcome. Hogman says, isn't that crazy? Yes. It is. It is. And it's getting warm in here. I need to turn on the fan or something. Omar Z says, I like the Mexican guitar players at the restaurant when you're drinking a beer. Mariachi. Yes, that's what it is, mariachi. Usually. Hawkman says, it was some white lady, Karen, who said that. I'm a Mexican lady, Karen. Did you know that, Hawkman? Robert says The Secret of My Success movie was a good movie. Very funny. I might, if it's on Tubi, I might be able to find that movie. The Sweet Secret of My Success. Well, y'all, I am so glad that I washed the dishes. And now I get to figure out what else to do. You can't call him Mexican. That is very offensive. Good grief. Pan du. You think I look fresh, huh? Pandu, go ahead and check out my playlist. I have skincare playlist and you'll get the answer. It's too much to say, but if you check out my playlist, you will you'll find out. Omar Z says that's amazing. Have I met any Karens? Well, I think because I follow Jesus Christ and I cannot ignore if I see something wrong. Isn't that what a Karen is? They want to like do what is right, follow the straight line, follow the rules. If that's what a Karen is, then I'm one of them. Have I met one? No, I have not. I don't think I have. We are few. Robert says, but I also like it when Vanessa does a Bible study. Why do you like that, Robert? I mean, that's for women, but of course men can watch. I would prefer for the women to be on my live only, though. Matt wants prayer for money. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Pondu likes my teeth. What did Robert say? Oh, yeah, I don't mind if you watch it, but when it's live, I think I specifically say this is for women only. But I wonder if there's like a men's Bible study, Robert, that you could find. All right. Robert says he's going to watch it. Oh no. My tripod is tilting. Anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? Anything today? I will say, last night I watched my favorite football team. Omar, who's gonna go to that? Seriously. Have fun with that. It's football weekend. Yep. What, there's college, there's NFL, there's high school. That sounds fun, Hawkman. Driving to Italy. Omar, you should do it. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Hey, Gabe. How's it going? Robert says Dallas Cowboys took on the Philadelphia Eagles last night. Yes, that's the game. Hogman says Gabe with the Madonna lyrics. Hello, Astro. How are you? I see you, Astro. Let me wave back. Yeah, it was very interesting in the game last night how they stopped the game because of lightning or whatever. And then they came back a little over an hour. That was a long game. And it was a good game. But did you guys see how it started out? Did anybody watch the game last night? Robert likes Madonna songs. Omar says there is a live streamer that dresses up like an alien. Okay, I haven't seen him, but there is a live streamer who is a couple, and they wear these knitted corn masks. Have any of you guys seen them? They're corny or something like that. Hogman says, young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Oh, is that the lyrics? I wasn't really a Madonna fan, but I do kind of remember that. Astro says he's doing amazing, doing really good. Yesterday was amazing at church, and they had a prophecy ministry. What was that about, Astro? Prophecy. Gabe says he's doing good. Saw you show it earlier today. Was it Cracker Barrel? Yes. Yeah, I was out and about last weekend, and I tried to get footage to do a short on each place I went to. Try to make something interesting. But I'm doing good, Gabe. Friday is my favorite day. They did prophecy at church. See, I'm not into the prophecy stuff. Well, I don't even know what exactly it means, but I think it is what I... Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. I think I know what it means, but I'm not sure. Friday! Omer says Prince show at halftime was the best. It started raining when he did perform. I don't know what was the best halftime show that I can remember. I think the best one for me was when Katy Perry was out there. I'd have to rewatch them all again. Obviously, they're not really sticking out to me. It really started raining, huh? Gabe says he would like to go back and rewatch Purple Rain again. Asher says it was fun. It was an hour longer than usual. Got to sit with his bestie and got a really good seat. Oh, thank you, Hawkman. I appreciate it. He says he will buy me a coffee. Latina friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, now that it is cooling down, I'm going to be getting out and about more. Even if I'm by myself, y'all, I'm doing it. Astro says got the front row. There was like 450 people? Wow. Robert says prophecy is often defined as divine revelation communicated by God through a prophet to reveal truth, offer guidance, or foretell future events. Okay, is there any evidence that anyone who claims to be a prophet has really been able to, you know, offer real information? Gabe is asking Hawkman a question. Make it rain, people. Let's buy her dinner together. Seriously though, that's literally where this money goes to, y'all. Whenever you give me super chats, and whenever McDonald's, whenever YouTube pays me out, I designate it to go to a certain account. That certain account, I can only access it for certain things. DoorDash is one of them. So if I do a DoorDash order for me and my son, or even just me, it gets deducted from basically my YouTube funds. Astro says there was so many people there that they had to have people stand in the back of the auditorium. Oh yeah. So did anyone have that experience that a prophet, whatever he or she said, it really happened? Okay, there was only one time I've been around someone who claimed to be a prophet, and they were so generic, so general, that I didn't believe they really were a prophet. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Hogman says, Gabe, to answer your question, that hawk to a girl has already had her 15 minutes. I don't even know who that is. I'm trying to get this to be balanced. What if it's Christmas? What do you mean, Gabe? Are we talking about my super chat? Well, because I'm trying to figure out the payment system with YouTube without having to enter in my actual banking account information, because I limit where I input my real banking information. So that's why I put it into the account that I did. Roberts says Deuteronomy 18:20, but the prophet who presumes to speak a word in my name that I have not commanded him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that same prophet shall die. Oh, that sounds very serious. There's my phone. Gabe says, don't know of any prophets of the modern days. Yeah, I don't know either. Hawkman says, there were so many prophecies from the Old Testament that Jesus fulfilled. Yeah, those are the only prophecies I believe in from the Bible, but not any now. Ashra says, long and busy day. It was a ton of fun though. Now I'm just gonna rest today. You rhymed right there. Omer Z says, yeah, it was not good. And then the potatoes had bird feathers coming out of her robe. Very fake. Okay, what is he talking about? Omer, what are you talking about? James says, can someone here recall any prophets from the 20th century today? Okay, Hogman has scripture, Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Astro says, I also got a new Bible, NIV. Awesome, Astro. Robert says, Ezekiel 13:3, thus saith the Lord, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. Nada. You know, Ezekiel is one of my favorite books in the Bible. Oh, you're talking about the prophet Omar. He said, it was not good. Then the potatoes had birds' feathers coming out of her robe. Very fake. But seriously, have any of you seen the live couple? They call themselves Corny, and they have these yarn knitted corn masks that they wear. I came across them yesterday. I was like, what is going on? Hogman says we went from talking about the infamous hawk to a girl to screaming. Yeah, we're all over the place. That's what I like. I get bored with talking about the same thing sometimes. I mean, Bible time is never boring. But, you know, in other live streams, I just talk about anything. Well, so I was in a church group for youth group, and we had a little Christmas gathering or something. I don't remember exactly what time of the year it was, but we had a gathering at one of the leaders' homes. And they brought over someone who is supposed to be like a prophet, who lived in another part of Arizona. And we had a little session with him. I don't remember the details because it was so long ago, but all I know is whatever he said, it was vague. There wasn't any information that really came from him. But he's like, oh, I'm feeling something in the room. You know, he's like, I feel like someone is going through this, blah, blah, blah. And so that was my only experience. Asher says he's seen the cornies. Yeah, it was awful, right? Hogman said, yes, I saw that. Oh, Hogman also did. Okay, so Gabe, I hope I told you enough. That's all I remember about that prophet. I don't even remember his name. Robert says, I love coming into Vanessa's chat room. It's fun in here. Yes, you can be yourself, Robert. Gabe says, a leader is great. And Hartman says, living by the laws of God in an unlawful world elicits hostility, but we do it anyway. Well, this is what I will say, Hawkman. It is uneasy, not easy. It can be uncomfortable, but yes, I do it anyways. Omar says, I went to a Boy Scout meeting and never went again. Why not, Omar? I used to be a Girl Scout. It was fun. Asher says, when I saw them, I was like, but wait. I had to quickly go through their channel. They have shorts, they have videos, of course, live streams. And that's how their entire channel is based on their corn masks. Hogman says Omar was the Boy Scout you. Gabe says, did the prophet live in a city or did he live in a trailer? See, I don't know where he lived. I just know he came down on his own, like in his own transportation. I don't know what he was driving though. Claiming to, be a prophet. Omar does not buy Girl Scout cookies. Every once in a while I will, if I have cash. Let me tell y'all, I rarely carry cash, but you know what? They probably do debit cards and credit card now. I don't know. I've just had in my mind they only take cash, so if I don't have it, I just keep it moving. Hoffman says, Vanessa's chat room where Jesus is alive. The food is Mexican and the sarcasm is free. Astro says, imagine having your entire channel be you and your girlfriend and wife in corn masks with the cherry on top saying, yeah, we're corny. You know what? There's an audience for everyone. Gabe says, I only buy white macadamia and chocolate chip cookies. From the Girl Scouts? Okay, if I do get Girl Scout cookies, I like the Samoan. Is that what they're called? With the coconut, the caramel, the chocolate. Or, what else do I like? I don't remember. Robert likes watching my videos. You know what, Robert? There's plenty of videos to watch. My channel is 5 years old, so there's a lot. See ya, Hogman. Thanks again for the super chat. Astro says, I guess that's true, but at the same time, how big is that percentage of people anyways? It's just enough, I guess. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, when you are a YouTuber, you get these emails from a Robert Wilson, I think is his name. Rob Wilson. He sends you when you reach so many uploads, when you have so many subscribers, when you have so many views. And it's pretty exciting to get that email from Rob Wilson, or your anniversaries and stuff like that. Yes, Gabe. But my live streaming started, next month will be 1 year that I've been doing live streams. But yeah, I started my channel at the end of 2020. Basically, it's 5 years old. Astro says the internet in 2020. Excuse me, Astro, who you calling bro? Who is Chief? I don't know who Rob Wilson is, Gabe. I think it's just a name that they made up. Thank you, Robert. Astro. If Omar Z is still here, I know he really does not like. Okay, who's calling me? Should I go get my phone? I'll be back. I better go get this phone. I don't know who it is, so if it's important, I guess they'll leave a voicemail. Gabe says right now, we are in an internet golden age. What does that mean, Gabe? Okay, they left me a voicemail. Oh. What? Hold on, y'all. I need to see what this is about. Because I already told these people. Why are they calling me? I'm hoping I just got like an automatic message, because isn't it annoying when you think you took care of something but you still get an email, you get a text, you get a phone call, and they're just automated. So then you're sitting here thinking, oh, I didn't do what I needed to do, and then you waste your time trying to figure it out. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Thanks, Astro, for hanging out. Jesus is King. King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Omar Z says it's 5 years old, just like my toes. If you feel it, let it show. New song I'm working on for you. I already told people I should whoop them like Vin Diesel. Omar, you should have a create a channel and do shorts. Gabe says taking care of something like those Girl Scouts selling cookies in the neighborhood without paying the protection fee. Okay, I don't know exactly what that means, Gabe, but my experience with Girl Scouts is they don't go door to door. At least I've never seen it in my neighborhood. They always post up in front of a store. And or have they done it at the school? Or at like community events. They'll rent a booth and sell their cookies that way, but I've never seen door to door. Robert says, Vanessa, if you want to learn how to play the guitar and make up songs, you can do that. Robert, have you seen me play my guitar? Well, it's not mine. It's my son's. Yeah. You don't play anymore. No, I haven't been in the mood to. I lost interest. Hey, Boombastic. I got tired because I wasn't learning anything, so I kept playing the same thing over and over. So I got tired of it. I didn't put any time into it, really. It was just, whenever I would go live, I would just mess around and come up with some new tunes or whatever. Boombastic, I'm doing well. It's Friday, my favorite day of the week. I started out the live stream washing all my dishes, so dishes are cleaned. Now I'm sitting here chatting with y'all. Gabe is sending Boombastic a kissy face and saying, how have you been? Omar says no. Yeah, I've not been playing that guitar. I like to do a lot of everything, but a little at a time. Did that make sense? I just get bored easily. Boombastic says, hello, Gabe. She's been good. How are you? Okay, remember how I was saying that should I travel to the away football game for my son's team? You know what? God answered for me. Boombastic is cruising around. Stopped at right now where there's a bunch of trees and water. Cool. Yeah, what are you up to, Gabe? Omar says, put that guitar back out. I will teach you. D-Way. Omar, start your own little, start a short, a live. Well, first you got to start with to build up to 50 subscribers, then you can go live. But start doing shorts to teach people how to play guitar. All right, so y'all, I took my son yesterday. When I did not work yesterday, I took him to the doctor. And he got 2 shots. Well, no, it wasn't really shots. He had his blood drawn, which I don't think he ever had that much blood drawn in a while. So he was a little bit, I don't want to say freaking out, but he was a little bit loopy. He was so happy. I was like, he was just laughing and giggling at everything. I'm like, son, I need to come get your blood drawn more often. And so we had to wait about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. they spun his blood. I can't remember the official word, to separate the plasma. And then they came back. They had 2 syringes, one bigger than the other, with his plasma. And they injected it into his 2 problem areas, his elbow and his knee. So the doctor is like, there should be no strenuous activity for so long. So there's no point in going to the game because I know that he's not going to play. Okay, Gabe worked earlier, finished 2 hours ago, and now he's chilling. Yeah, my son was happy. I'm like, son. he's like, Mom, why are you gonna bring me to get my blood draw? I said, because you're like really happy. He's like, well, it was just a really different feeling that I've ever had before. I was like, okay. And then I wish I would have recorded him when they injected the plasma in, because he was like, it was like a movie. He did not say anything. It was just, he was very expressive with his eyes and his face. The doctor was really cool though. He's not old, but I don't know, maybe my age-ish, maybe a little bit younger. And so he knew how to communicate with a teenager. You know what I mean? He made it fun. Robert says, Debbie hosted a series of short-form musical programs called Musical Shorts on Comedy Central in '95. Debbie Mazar. But yeah, so he was in pain. Like, I was driving, and any little turn I made, he was like, it was painful. I was like, son, is it really that painful? But by the time we made it home, he said he felt okay. So he, we'll see how it goes. What on earth? I don't know who you are. Does anybody watch Comedy Central roasts? I know I don't. I'm hoping though that my son will. The next week is away game. It's kind of far, but kind of close. Anyways, it's just a nice area, like kind of in the mountains, and so I was thinking that would be a nice drive to make next week. Will you spend the night for? Oh no. I come home. It's only like 1 hour. I don't think I would ever spend the night somewhere. If the team is coming back home, I come back home. And they don't spend the night anywhere. To me, if you guys have been on here, a 1 hour drive is long for me. That's why I was saying, if I date anyone, over 1 hour is just, I consider that long distance, and I'm not doing it. What do you guys consider a long drive, like long distance? Well, tonight's game would be 1.5 hours. Next Friday would be like an hour drive. How long do you go for, Bombastic? Like, what is a long drive for you? Okay, Gabe said he will be right back. No, it's been a while. How are you? Bombastic says to one place, 1 hour and 30 minutes one way. I'm doing good. It is Friday. I cannot complain. Psalms 139:14. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Amen. You know, when you drive with someone, I guess a drive is never too long. But when I drive by myself, I really don't like driving more than 1 hour at a time. Oh wow, Bombastic. Yeah. No says it depends on who you're driving with. Well, usually I'm choosing who I drive with. I never really have to. I'm never forced into a situation where I don't have a choice, if that makes sense. So anywhere I'm going with someone I enjoy their companionship, whether it's my child, family, friend, whatever. Bossick says I can drive 6 hours alone, just all over town. Wow. That's a lot of gas. How much does gas cost over there? I don't know how, but I had a 25-cent off per gallon at my local gas station. So I paid about $2.80 per gallon. I filled up. Family is important. Yes, Robert. That's what I believe as well. Boombastic says yesterday I got gas for $2.20. Really? Okay. Yeah, ours is averaging $3 in Arizona. But if you can get a discount for whatever reason, then it's less. No, if I remember correctly, he's in California, so that is $4.19. Wow. I remember when I was a new driver, 16 years old, my parents got me my first car, and gas was about 99 cents per gallon. I remember every Friday I would wash my car and go and fill up my car when I was 16. Now, do you think I do any of that now? No. And both of my cars desperately need a car wash. Bubasi says, yesterday I only had $10, so I didn't even get the whole deal because I didn't even fill it up. Oh no. Okay, y'all, remember I was talking about we got my son protein bars and protein powder. He does not like this. It's the Quest chocolate chip cookie dough. He said, Mom, don't get me these anymore. What he does like is the Nature Valley protein. Peanut butter, dark chocolate. So guess what? I'm going to try one, see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to give the rest to my brother. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Hello, Mellow Groove. Welcome to my live stream. Robert likes protein bars. I told my son, because of yesterday, you know, his doctor visit, I said, you are staying home all weekend. No going out, no playing sports, no nothing. You're going to stay hydrated and you're going to get plenty of sleep. So your body will do what it needs to do to heal. Mbasic says, I need to clean like I'm staying in it. I have lots of clothes in there. You need to clean out your vehicle? Is that what you're saying? Oh no. Okay, what I have in my car, maybe I should do a video. You know how some people do what's in my purse? I should have a video what's in my car. You should too, Bombastic. That would be a good one. Yeah, so I'm not going to say what I have. I'm going to do a video. Just to give me content. Thank you for giving me that idea, Bombastic. Let me check out what is showing at the movie theater. What? I don't, that doesn't even look right. Is marijuana legal where you're at, Bombastic? Y'all, today I was sitting in the office having a conversation with my maintenance person. And I started to smell marijuana. I was high alert, trying to figure out where it was coming from. Okay, what is that about, Robert? That's what I want to look at the, what is it called, the trailer? That scary movie is out. Oh, today is Friday. Maybe I will go watch that movie, Freakier Friday, by myself. And if I'm going to do that, I need to get ready. I think I'm going to go by myself, y'all. Yeah, that's a movie I'll watch by myself for sure. Bombastic says no. So, you better clean up that car, Bombastic. Real fast. Vacuum it good. Big Dawn, it's called Freakier Friday with, what is her name? They're two well-known actresses. And I can't think of their names. Let's see. Okay. Jamie Lee and Lindsay Lohan. Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. I didn't finish reading it. Yeah, that's a movie that I think I'm gonna go watch today by myself. Cause it's a girls' movie. I think it's a girls' movie. I don't know. I don't think my son would want to watch that. And then I do still want to watch that movie Weapons. I would watch that with my son. Or The Bad Guys 2. I would watch that with my son. Furious. It's Friday. Never too early to live stream on a Friday. Big Don says he won't be watching that Jamie Lee Curtis movie. Furious is still working. Well, I hope you're having a good day, Furious. Nobody has been on here to really have me saying funny things, Bombastic. Yeah, I can't be too silly right yet. Nobody has provoked it. Furious, I might go to the movies by myself, so therefore I'm going to be occupied. Yesterday I was watching Dallas Cowboys game, so I was busy. I was busy taking my son to the doctor. Oh, so I bought tires for my vehicle almost a year ago. And they have like warranty on them or whatever. Therefore, I will only take them to that shop when I need tires, or not tires, air. Let me tell you, we went before my son's appointment. We got there early. So I was like, let me go get my tires aired up before we go to the doctor. There was a long, long line. When I'm saying long, there was like 10 cars, all waiting to get air put into their tires. And apparently it's all automated. They open your door, they scan, they get your VIN, they pull up your information, they make sure you've gotten tires there before. I don't know what they're doing. So they do all that. They do a little health check of your tires. So it was taking 5 to 7 minutes per vehicle. So I was like, we're not staying in this line, because then we're gonna be late for the doctor's appointment that we would have been 1 hour early for had we just went straight to the doctor's office. So we went to the doctor's office, and I would rather sit there and wait and hopefully be called up sooner than show up late to a doctor appointment. So then after my son's doctor's appointment, then we went back to the line. Of course, it was different cars, but it was still just as long. I waited in line for almost 1 hour just to get my tires aired up because they were low. You know, the little tire pressure popped up and they were low. Boombastic says I stopped at the tire station and there's always vehicles there. I told my brother because that's where I went to watch the game. And my nephew's like, why did you stay that long? I'm like, because I got the tires there and they need to check it and make sure it's all good. And I don't want them to be like, oh, you took your tires somewhere else. So now we're not going to what's the word? Honor your warranty or whatever. It was crazy bombastic. Yes. People did drive away. They couldn't wait. And they had been right behind me. But they were probably on their lunch break is what I'm going to guess, because that's about the time I went the second time. And they probably were like, forget this, I gotta go eat or I gotta get back to work. So there was a lot of people driving away, but that line stayed consistently long. And then the guy is like, after he finally got to my car and did his little test, he's like, when did you get these tires? He's like, they're brand new. I said, oh, they've been for 1 year, but I don't really drive this car. He's like, well, keep doing what you're doing. I was like, thank you, sir. Well, there is a place here in town where I live at who I used to drive up to them about 7 o'clock in the morning before I had to drive on my way. So I do take my other vehicle to that place because those tires I bought much, much further away. I bought it from a Toyota dealership. And I'm not driving all the way to a Toyota dealership just to get my my tires aired up. So I do take it to the local place and they would do it for free. They were never really busy. They would get to my car right away. Well, the last time I went, because they do have new owners, they're like, it's $10 for air. And you know what? I'm going to pay it because I know they're doing it right. I don't trust myself putting air in the tires. That's a man's job, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's not my job. So I will pay. I'll make sure that we are safe on the road. Robert says going to the movie theater and watching movies are fun. Yes, it is, Robert. Yes, it is. So I might do another short of me going to the theater by myself. Let me set my timer. Hey Siri, set timer for 3:40.
51 minutes and 59 seconds, starting now.
That's when I need to leave.
It's canceled.
Do not cancel it. Hey Siri, set my alarm for 3:40.
Your alarm is set for 3:40 p.m.
Okay. I needed to make sure that's saved. Movie theaters are fun. It's like getting away from... Exactly, Robert. It is one of my happy places. Okay, yesterday I was talking about the library being a happy place. McDonald's used to be. Dollar Tree is a happy place. My local grocery store used to be, but then they changed the lighting. It's really bright lighting, and they used to have dim, soft lighting, and now they changed it. The movie theater is a favorite place. Just being outside, out in God's creation, like not inside, but out, where I can see the sky. the birds and all that. That's a happy place for me. Is happy and safe. Of course, being at home is comfortable. It's a comfortable place. But yeah. You think so, Robert? Ministry begins outside the four walls. Yep, it is comfy, comfy. Okay, I need to remember to take my movie cup. I don't need any candy. I was gonna say let me stop somewhere for candy, but let's skip the candy today. I'm just gonna have popcorn and soda. And be comfy by myself at the movie theater. Oh goodness. We get teachings from the Word of God, getting trained before going outside the four walls. Oh, look. So, the same week that I got my free water bottle, which is in my room, but it's a white one, I got another free water bottle. So this is blue, and I'm giving it to my son. This belonged to my nephew. He got it for free at his workplace, and he's like, I'm not gonna use it. So I texted my son. I was like, do you want a water bottle? And he's like, yeah, I'll take it. Because of the blue straw. I was like, God is good. God is great all of the time. So in 1 week, I got a free white water bottle, and my son has a free one. Being at home comfortable where you can kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Yep. And one day my backyard won't have any thorns and I'll be able to walk barefoot back there, but I will not dare. I will not dare walk barefoot in my backyard. I need to get there though. Oh, that candle is still going. I'm glad you don't, Robert. I wish, after all these years of living here, that there was no more thorns in my backyard, but they're there. I remember the yard I had when my son was a baby. I lived there. Well, I moved there because I had him and I wanted him to have a nice backyard to play in. So I would put him, my dad had got him a swing set, even though he's a baby, but he had a swing set outside, and I bought the child swing. So I would put my son in the child swing and I would walk around the yard, pick up all the nails, all the glass, all the little things before he was old enough to walk. So then when he was old enough to walk, he could go out there. There was no thorns, nothing. that would hurt him. And we lived there until he was almost 10 years old. So he enjoyed that backyard. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Oh, yeah. As soon as I knew I was going to have a child, I took it very, very seriously. And now I have a really smart child. He is healthy. He's my mini-me. All right, Robert, I think it's just you and I here, and I am going to start getting ready. I want to go to the movie, but now I'm like, do I really want to? I only go to the movies on my own when my son isn't here, like when he's away with his dad. But I don't know, maybe I will. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I send y'all, first of all, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I send you peace and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. If you liked hanging out, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time.